Welcome to the 2018 Syndicate Education Series. My name is Derek Woodruff, AIFD. I've been a floral designer for 16 years, and I own a florist in Traverse City called Floral Underground.
And my name is Helen Miller, AIFD, and I have my own flower shop in Adrian, Michigan, which I've had for 35 years, plus in the industry.
Today we're going to be working with a few products from the Holly Heider Chapel Exclusively for Syndicate Collection. What we're making for you today is an elevated piece in a tall event glass vase. Today we're working with a 10.5-inch pillow mechanic atop a 23.5-inch footed flare vase. As I get started, we don't need to secure the mechanic to the top of the vase. That allows for me to turn the arrangement as I'm working on it. What I'm going to start with is some substantial pieces of greenery, and I may have to hold this in place until I create a counterbalance.
Derek, I see that you're crisscrossing the stems in the vase. Is that for security, or?
So essentially by doing that, it makes the design stronger within the vase. So now that I've established my form with my greenery, I can add in a few branches. Helen, one of my favorite things about using the pillow mechanic on an elevated design is that you don't have to use a separate dish, foam, tape, all those separate pieces to create a large piece. And it also allows me to showcase the stems within the design, and it's not just an empty vase of water.
It's got to be a lot lighter, you know, not having to have all that weight from other mechanics.
Oh, definitely. Especially in transport.
Yes.
You can have one working vase, is what I like to call it, and then you make all of your arrangements in the one vase, and only one vase gets dirty. The rest of the vases stay in their boxes, clean and safe, transported to the event. Another perk with a pillow mechanic on a vase is that you can actually turn it so you don't have to turn this heavy vase while you're working.
I love the volume that you've already created, and there's so much space in between. You really haven't used that much product, have you?
Actually, I was just going to say that. Really, I haven't used that many stems, not like you would use if you were working with a different kind of mechanic. I think that a really nice, lavish mix of greenery in an arrangement like this is the best way to use this mechanic. And swivel. Another thing I'm trying to be aware of as I'm designing is that I'm cleaning my stems so that there's not any foliage or debris between the two layers of the mechanic. This will make it easier to insert stems later when we have a lot of product in it. So another thing I can use this mechanic for is I can take a few of these branches here, kind of gather them and bring them in. And then I can connect them using a piece of wire. And I can connect them right to the mechanic using a piece of wire. So now that I've greened in most of this design, we can start adding some flowers.
Oh, it's going to be pretty. It's already gorgeous.
I'm going to use some of these larger flowers to form a focal point.
I really like that the pillow allows you to get more reach with a horizontal placement like you've been doing in your piece. It's really a great benefit, isn't it?
So a lot of times we don't have the luxury of going out and have it still be a strong, sturdy arrangement. It really helps that. And then I can add some line flowers, like this larkspur. Now a piece like this could be used outside of event work, maybe for a hotel lobby installation, at a casino perhaps, maybe even a restaurant. The other good thing about this mechanic is I could just come in and change the water, change out any of the bad flowers for the next installation.
Or even adding water to the vase, you'll be able to see how easy where the water level is and change it. Just lift it up. Look at that.
So even though I have a lot of product in this, it's still really easy to get more in it. So I could just keep building this thing as big as I wanted it to. Now, even though I'm putting a lot of product in this because I want it to be big and flashy, This pillow mechanic allows me to use less product than other mechanics because I don't have to cut small pieces of foliage to base or cover the mechanic. The mechanic just disappears. So because I'm able to use less amounts of product in this larger event piece, it makes elevated pieces more accessible to the consumer.
You're still able to have some negative space there in the middle, which I really love that too.
That's a really popular look right now. Now, because I have a little bit of a lip, this overhang of the mechanic over the vase, it allows me to insert some stems to cascade outside of the vase as well. And this will help me to disguise the mechanic. Okay, now that we have a completed design, if I were making this for an event, what I would do is I would lift it out of the vase. And look at that. Then this goes in a bucket. The vases are still in their boxes. We get to the event, we set up the vases, fill the vases with water, the arrangement goes inside. That was easy.